let's say you have a $5,000 course. If you take the volume of how many sales you do in a 7-day or a 30-day period, it's not going to be enough volume for the Meta Pixel, for example, to say that it can properly optimize toward that event unless you are doing 50 or 100 sales a week, right? For $5,000. Now, if you're doing that, probably not listening to this podcast. If you're doing that much volume, you can optimize toward purchase, just get the purchase data, send it back to the Pixel for those purchases. But for most of us who are kind of starting off or scaling an offer, maybe doing 10, 20, 30 units in a week, whatever it is, making good money, a couple $1 million, a month at that rate, you're not still at the level where the Pixel can read purchase data and optimize toward it effectively. So what do? We typically optimize toward applications or booked calls, right? Because that's the next best thing that we have enough volume for. Here's where the problem comes in. A lot of ad buyers look at the application process and say, I'm just going to optimize toward everybody that books a call or everybody that fills out an application. What that does is it teaches Meta and it teaches Google or whatever ad platform you're using, it teaches those platforms to get more of those people, more of the people that fill out an app. And what can happen over time, and I'm witnessing this happening actually right now in an ad account, your ads are sort of this self-fulfilling prophecy of getting more applications, but your ads never see the data that some of those applications aren't closing. You could get 100 applications and Facebook saying, I got you 100 calls. I'm doing great. You're optimizing toward calls, right? And you're like, well, yeah, but none of those calls closed. They're all bad quality. They're not the right people for my business. And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy of Meta not knowing that, not being able to optimize toward it. If you're able to, in the funnel, segment good apps from bad apps, the people who are willing to work with you and buy your program from those who are not, you can now fire an event on the good apps that you don't fire on the bad apps in your Pixel or in your Conversions API, however you have it set up. And you can optimize your ads at scale toward the good apps. Now, Facebook is at least learning toward high quality apps. Now, when it says, hey, I got you 100 apps, you know that those 100 apps are the ones that you have decided are good leads based on this whole process that we've described. In essence, over time, even if you're targeting broad, Facebook knows how to find you the right people. That's about as much value as I can give away because that is working in several of our accounts right now. And over time at scale, it will change the course of your business.